We are a...
All right there, chat. Welcome back. Good to see everybody here for more Land of the Vikings.
big O update out today known as the Building Editor Update, which allows us to build our very own buildings. We can build homes and some other things now, including decorations. And, of course, we can also build our own city. Essentially, it's like the asset editor for City Skylines that allows you to make your own buildings and homes in that game. And so now we can do it here too, although it seems to play a little bit more like how it does in Planet Coaster. I was trying to see if there was an update video for it. There definitely was an update video that they sent via email. And I want to kind of take a look at that to see what might be new to showcase some things that we might not get time for today. So let me just find that. But welcome back, everybody. Good to see you all here. Thank you very much for all your support and hanging out. Welcome to all the new members. Welcome to all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. So welcome. Good to see you all here. Let's see if I can find the video for this one. I'm pretty sure I saw it. They have some nice trailers on their Steam store page for it. Let's see if I can find their... oh, they have a... that's probably not what I'm looking for. But this this update, sorry, is available. The editor update is available for everybody on Steam. If you have the game, it'll update automatically. And it's out now for everybody. Ah, here it is, 9 minutes. Let's take a quick peek at the little editor, because I want to see everything that we can do and how it works or whatnot. Oh, Uthras, good. The Uthras update is here too. Yeah, this is the Uthras update for Land of the Vikings. Now we can make our own Viking homes however we want. Let's see how it works. Brother, yeah.
Hello and welcome to this video. I'm going to be discussing the building editor and showing a little bit on how to get your item into the workshop published so you can share it with your friends or with yourself if you just want to use it in game. So first I'm booting up the building editor from the main menu. Here I'm going to select what type of item I want to build. In my case I'm going to build a good house. In the bottom here we have the content drawer. We can select on all kind of materials that we want. In this case I'm first going to start with some pillars for my house. You have 3 axes, X, Y, and Z. And you can move them along any axis you want. You can even select 2 axes at the same time and move it over 2 axes. Or probably, yes, if you take the origin, you can also move them over all 3 axes. To scale, you will have to use shortcuts mostly. You can find them back in the bottom right. But R is for scaling.
Ooh.
W is for moving. And E is for rotating. Now, let's say that you want to import this mesh again. Now it has not too many transforms. We can also see...
It's like Valheim meets Planet Coaster.
Here we can change it as well. We can also type in values that we want. And we can also snap here. That is what we want. Especially the moment that we want to make, for example, good 90-degree angles, like right here.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this along and make this a little bit taller, like so.
Okay. Now, I kind of like this, and I'm going to group them together. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I can select them as a group. And if I keep Alt pressed, I can drag them out. So this is what I was doing before also when I just make new ones. By keeping Alt pressed, you basically duplicate your selection. I'm going to do that again, but this time rotating it instead of spreading it out normally. As you can see, if I'm now going to scale them, it doesn't work as well. So here I will just have to ungroup my group. I first should put on the snapping. So I'm putting on the snapping so it snaps to the 90-degree angle that I want. And from here I can indeed import it.
Wow. Dude, Austria needs something like this. I'd love to be able to design my own, like, iron, not mine, but like a, what is it, the smeltery? Whatever the building is that has rocks and has a little mill.
Little items. As you can see, some of the materials they update, most do actually, based on how the meshes are stretched. So if I increase the size of this mesh, it will automatically update the material instead of stretching it,
yeah,
which is like super useful. Let's see. We can also import larger structures if we want. In this case, you can see that the material is being stretched. So it is important to notice that here, if we would make it really long, it would start to look a bit ridiculous. I'm not going to completely fill
That's a
this for
filling.
last purpose. Let's see. I don't want to do too much because I want this tutorial to be quite quick, because it's nicer if you're quickly on your way yourself, building the thing that you want to build instead of see me building something silly that is easy to make with too little effort in it, really. So normally you could add some roof tiles and cool things, and maybe you would also want to add a night box. So a night box is like this
What?
this giant structure which tells the game where to light your house at night. And we can simulate that right now by clicking on the night mode.
Oh.
So that's especially nice if you have confined compartments, because then it looks as if something is going on inside, right? That's a good thing. You can also add some fire if we want. Set that in front of the house. Add a decoration, maybe inside. These you can also make yourself. So if you already publish things like decorations, for example,
We'll be able to publish it? Oh, man.
you will also be able to use.
That means we can down. Oh, this is good. That means people will be able to make cool stuff in the workshop, and then you'll be able to download it.
This table.
Being able to share this stuff, that's even really better.
If I want to change individual components of the group, I should ungroup them first.
Dude.
I'm going to dependently rotate them so they all go at the same rotation. And if I'm happy with what I created, even though this is of course rather abysmal, I will want to, let's see, why can I not? Some meshes are outside the border. Okay, clear. I need to probably push these in a little bit. Good. So the building has its own border. That's to make sure that it doesn't become completely unbalanced, and it would look really weird in game if you have a very tiny hut but it takes up a lot of space. So now I can go into the build phase. This is quite an interesting mechanic where
Yeah,
we can
cat
basically
10 out of 10.
tell the game how it will be constructed later. I am not going to put too much effort here, I think, because I'm mostly lazy. Let me put this one up. I know that this one should be like somewhere there, and it's.
Oh, you can number them for. Oh.
3.
What? You can actually edit the
And
construction
this one's
phases.
going to be put down, then that one, then this one. Then that one. So
Wow.
the builders know what part to put before the other.
Right.
So I'm going to
That's one thing actually that I didn't even think of, is that in this game, just like in Austria, Banish, whatever else, there's phases to a building's construction. So once the foundation's put down, you actually have to like program in what they're going to build first. So obviously you'd want to put in the frames first for the walls, and then maybe the walls and then the roof pieces too. Wow. That's actually really complex, because it's like, how do you want it to look?
click finish. I can now decide on the screenshot how I want it to be.
Oh, what?
Good house open concept, I'm going to call it.
This is an open concept housing solution made for demo purposes.
And now we have two options, either save it as a local save or upload it to Workshop. Uploading it to Workshop also saves it as a local save.
Poglad,
but
I
also
know,
immediately
that's
pushes
fascinating.
it for you to the Workshop. So we're going to click that one. And the moment
Yeah,
this is going to
it
be
looks like he's
completed, it's
sharing
going
via
to
Steam,
put us back
because it says upload to
the
Workshop.
overview of all the meshes that we have uploaded or we are subscribed to, and then we can also see it in the Workshop. Now it is open here. We can go back and edit it, go to the Workshop, or we can remove it if we want. And that is how we make a little house for Land of the Vikings in the Land of the Vikings building editor. Thank you for watching.
Wow. Oh, there's a little bit more. Now imagine if we got a Japanese city builder, like feudal Japan, and you got to design all the buildings this way and then simulate how things could be constructed. Honestly, I'm seeing like a lot of Japan style too here, with the roofs like this and some of the bars and stuff to keep birds and whatever else out, but yet to let ventilation through. But then obviously some things like the roof style changes that a little bit. That's cool, man. So that means that from today forward, Land of the Vikings will now have like things that are downloadable in the workshop. Specifically houses. So that means if we can make our own houses which look like that, which looks phenomenal. Imagine if we can then start to build our own ships or our own, well hell, even a fishing dock would be phenomenal. Or our longhouse. Oh, and they're going to show that it actually can be built. Alright, so once they place down the house, all the workers deliver the materials. Yep, there's the foundation and stairs. That's going to be cool. Wow. Okay, well, let's try it out today then. Let's fire it up and see how it goes. We'll try to build something in Land of the Vikings. So I'm wondering if this will open up something new. So I see over on the right side, there's our building editor. So we can make like 2, 3, 4, 10, 12 houses and then actually... it's actually really cool. This is one of the first building games that I've ever seen where we get to build our own building and then it's built in parts like that of resources that we gather from the world. Obviously, other games let you plop things down like City Skylines or Planet Coaster where you can design like a really cool, I don't know, like a Hard Rock Cafe or a parking garage and plop that down. You know, you can save the blueprint and then copy it multiple times or copy it over to other worlds. But let's see what happens when we go to build a house. Ooh, it's within the game. I thought it opened some other thing. Let's see. Ooh. There's nothing to show. Subscribe or design items in the workshop for more content. Let me see if there's anything in the workshop so far. Now, it's only been out for a couple of hours, so let's see how many things Uthers has made. Yeah, I'm seeing at least 30. Oh, there's actually some stuff here. People have made some stuff. No way. Building update came out, and there's actually a bunch of stuff already there. Oh, pile of logs. Now, this also allows you to make decorations. So, yeah, you can make your own custom decorations now. So, if you wanted to build a pile of logs near the logging camp, that's kind of cool. Cool. So, we got multiple houses. Jarl's house. Oh, you can make some, like, big O ones. Like, you can make an actual, like, Jarl's house. Cool. And then this says Archer Stand, but... Oh, I see. It could be used for defensive walls. Oh. Archers can stand here. Oh, really? So it's a defensive structure. I don't know how they're going to... I don't know if that's decorative or if that actually works for the military, but we'll have to see if it actually works for military buildings. Okay. So, no music though. I guess we'll put on our own. Oh, it's not just houses. We can make poor houses, good houses, gatherer huts, hunting huts, taverns, tailors, herbalist hubs, and breweries. Oh man, I'd love to see somebody make a really cool tavern. That'd be awesome. Let's warm up with a gatherer hut. Okay, start new building. Oh, we can choose the floor plan. Oh, that's nice. Can we choose to make those out of wood? Alright, right away, I can already say I want to change the materials that we can build with, but I like the floor plan deal. I'm thinking of something L-shaped. Because I think the base gatherer's hut is round like this, or maybe it's the herbalist. It's either... I think the gathering hut and the herbalist are both round in their foundations. Wow, that's a big old complicated building. Yeah, I'm gonna build a sauna. Well, I kind of like that. But I wonder if we could build out in front of the building. Like, it looks like this is the boundary here, this red. So maybe we could build some stuff outside on the ground. But I kind of like this for starters. Now, I wonder if the level of detail in which we construct a building will also adjust its cost. So here it says maximum 8 total materials. So, how do I put down, like, beams? Oh. I don't know if we can build a basement yet. Okay, so these are stumps. You know what I think I'm going to do is make a building here, like 4 corners here, and then leave this extra area out here exposed or something. And maybe we can show, if it's a gatherer's hut, maybe there's, I can't remember, but I think the gatherer's hut also gathers medicine, or if the herbalist hut does that. I can't remember if the gatherers gather herbs and berries, and then the herbalist comes and picks up the herbs, and then maybe he dries them out, and then I can't remember how it works. Snap to grid would be nice. I think there actually is a snap. But I think it's for angles. Yeah, here's snap. I think that's rotational snap. There is a grid, though. Dude, it's going to be really cool to actually build a building and then build it in the game. Like, I'm not... Okay, so I'll be honest. I'm no artist, and I don't really like these types of systems, or at least I'm not as familiar with them. But the fact that we can build something here, like, for example, maybe in the future our own barracks or our own defenses, and then... I can't tell you guys how many times... Like, one's in the chat, if you were playing a game like Surviving the Aftermath or Surviving Mars... or any sort of resource-based city builder, like, for example, what's that one? Oh, Frozenheim, where, like, you've wanted to build your own guard tower or something. Like, sometimes you want a little bigger guard tower or a smaller... I would love to do this in Foundation. Not only Foundation, because you can kind of do it a little bit in Foundation, but also Farthest Frontier. To be able to design your own gatehouse or your own building specifically for, like... Because, you know... Oftentimes, especially if you're building defenses, those defenses are custom made for that landscape. So, like, to be able to build a gate that's of a particular size or a particular material that's plentiful in that area, like, there should be nothing stopping you from building, you know, a gate more particularly out of wood or iron, you know, like, either you make a wood, like, door or drawbridge, or you do the iron gate. With, like, the, you know, like the grid that comes down. So usually I'm not as good at this kind of stuff, but we'll see how it looks. But who knows? Let's see if a noob can make something nice. Also, you know what'd be nice here is to put down a person and see how tall the building is compared to the person. Oh, we can also look at it with lighting. So here's sunny day, rainy day. And there's what it looks like when it snows onto it. Oh, that's cool. We can also adjust it for when it snows. So we can see how snow will accumulate on the roof. And stuff like that. That's cool. And of course, like they showed before, the lighting thing that shows activity on the inside of the building. Alright, well, let's play some more stumps. This is like game development, bro. Dude, we're game... I'm a dev now. Oh, that's more of a square. Oh, so you can build outside the box. Oh, the footprint of this building is actually quite large. I wonder if we can make that smaller. Because I could also see it where if we try to build something here, the game will tell us no, which might be annoying if we try to put a house really close to it. We'll have to see how that comes into play. So if I don't want this anymore, how do we get rid of it? We just hit escape. Or delete, I mean. Okay. Interesting. Can I build a porch? I think so, yeah. Now, I don't know if anybody will actually walk up there. My assumption is once they hit the door, it's kind of rabbit holed and they disappear. But now, let's build another stump. Now, how do we rotate this? Oh, they made this easy. So we can make the wood thicker or thinner if we want to. This is honestly the first game that I think I've been able to make my own buildings in, that I can also build them in phases. Man, I really wish we could do... This is one of the things that I want more in like City Skylines too, and you know, in the previous SimCity, is where if you needed more power in your city, you know, it's like, oh, I have to build a whole new power plant, which is annoying. It'd be nice just to build like another, you know, you just build another little generator onto an already existing coal power plant or nuclear power plant, and instead of building like a whole nother complete plant, you just add another reactor, you know? Can I use the number on the left to be more precise? Yeah, apparently we can type in numbers on the left side. I think the scale will look okay. And then we can group things together and then copy, so I guess we'll try to get this looking right. So I think we should move this a little closer to the corner. Then let's move this closer to the corner. And another thing I know Uthris is really fascinated of is there's old Japanese homes, very old, that are constructed without using nails. And so there's a lot of ways to cut the wood to where it can form together kind of like a puzzle piece, but they lock in without wood or glue. Sorry, without nails or glue. And no, I don't think they use dollies either or anything, or biscuits or whatever. You know, like where you can take like a wooden peg and smash it into a hole. There's like, if there's any of that, it's very minimal. And that's kind of fascinating to learn how that works. That's also Nordic style? Really? That might be why some of this building looks familiar. Man, imagine making like a Japanese onsen in a game. Or like a, well, I mean, it's cool that we can make taverns in this game now. So my goal here is to try to build this building quick and see what it looks like when we're done. And then I want to see if we can put it into the game. We're going to build ourselves a little gatherer's hut. But I love how they let us use whatever we want. Can I build Ragnar's house? I'll build a ranger's house for a Power Ranger. And that Power Ranger is Amy Jo Johnson. I feel like this beam could be a little wider, maybe? Yeah, I don't want to get too locked into specifics. We'll just make it kind of look okay and then, you know, chalk this up to a learning experience to how the system works. Okay, so how do we copy something then? Actually, I don't think this will be the same distance here, but this will be. Or at least we want it to be. So how do we duplicate? Can I just hit like Control C and Control V? Nope. Move, rotate, scale, movement. Yeah, I tried Control V, Control C. I thought that would work. I have to select more than one thing at a time to group, but I can't click and drag, so I'm not sure how to do that. What's randomizer? I guess that's for randomizing certain things like details, maybe? New twin set just dropped on Epic, unlimited free trial. Oh, that means it's like the full game then. I hope. Yeah, I think the randomizer will just add random details for things. We'll see. Can we select items under all meshes? Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, let's make the border visible. Actually, I don't like that. Be nice if it just maybe it was to draw on the ground. Functional, small light, big light. Okay. Big smoke. All we had to do was catch the damn train. That's it. That's all we had to do with big smoke. Oh, there he is. Big smoke. That'll be interesting to throw that in. Okay, let's do detailing later. So we got decoration, functional night box, roof, stone. Okay, we're done with base. Let's do more wood. Actually, no, I want to do the, So how do I get this again? I'm not sure how to copy. Type 1, 2, 3, 4. Total material 1 out of 20. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. We can design things this way, too. Almost as if it were a blueprint. Wow. This really teaches you how hard it is to design a game, or at least a building in one. All the houses that you've ever walked past in a game, whether it's a city builder or like a, you know, like a third or first person adventure game, they were all designed this way. Pretty cool. Okay, so I think what I want to do then is maybe try to get this to copy by maybe, can I like double click it to... Wait, group list. Well, that opens up some YouTube tutorial page. I don't want that. Copy and paste the mesh. What's the mesh? Is there a way to make a mesh? I'm also not sure how to group things together. Okay, it looks like you have to hold control to select two things. Okay, so holding control then clicking allows us to group things together. Okay. So now rather than this being 3 items, it's now 1. Now it's group 429. Okay. So then let's get rid of these two, because then I can just copy this. So now how do we copy a group? Is Small Lands multiplayer? It sure is. Yep, up to 10 players. So then can I control paste this? Oh, okay, we can copy paste that. Okay. And it went upside down. Great. Alright, well, it's mostly there. Try that again. So group 249 or 429 is pasting upside down. What the? Oh boy. Let's try copying the location. Well, that's interesting. It's not pasting a full group now. It'll break it down into individual parts. So when I copy something from the group list and paste it, it pastes three new meshes. It's not pasting a group. So then I have to group them together, then rotate, but this is going to be a problem. Now we got to solve the next problem. What's interesting is that this group is not rotated at all. There's no rotation on it at all. Oh, I can even do it this way. I can hold control and do it through the mesh list on the right. Wait. Alright, that's a weird way to do that, but it works. It doesn't even show a rotation number on the left. Okay. Well, at least we've got that done now. Now we can just rotate it. I guess this doesn't show the number in which it's rotated. It's just for typing in. Alright, that works better than I thought it did. Not sure exactly how to copy it, though, so it's straight up and down in a... when it copies. Now, this snap rotation should lock to 90 degrees. But I think that's of its current position. I don't like that because it's off a little bit. You can see it's leaning. But maybe the first one's leaning, too. Oh, boy. Actually, good point. Holy crap. Well, we're just making our first building, so, you know. Yeah, this allows for a hell of a lot of options. This is cool, man, because then this means we can make our own barracks. You know, maybe in the future we could make our own everything. Right now it's just taverns and houses and gathering huts and hunting shacks and things. But, okay, let's start over and use the lessons we've learned to make something glorious. So if I put this at this elevation and then try to copy it. No. It doesn't copy its precise location. Yeah, like a guard tower, that'd be cool. I don't want that, I want this. Okay, so rotating with snap-on is good because that will at least get us a flat angle. In this case, 90 degrees. So that's good. Wait. That didn't even rotate to 90 degrees. Wait, let's try this. I think this will only rotate 90 degrees to the current position. Yep, damn it. So, can I get it to snap to the world space? Oh, there we go. Now, let's see, that's still off. Damn it. This is going to take some fine-tuning. This is almost like building a model. It'd be cool to do this, in like a train sim world, or not that, but Transport Fever, to be able to build your own train stations this way, where you could actually modify where people... Well, honestly, in that game it would be cool to see people going into the station and them to actually walk out onto the platforms rather than just you know, like teleport, like they walk to the door, It's kind of like how the Sims work, like how there's rabbit holes all the time. So to walk to the door and then just teleport to the train is kind of annoying. This too big of a building for a gathering hut? You know, now that I think of it, if this is going to be one of the first buildings we build, it probably should be made of simple materials and be small. Maybe we should go with a smaller footprint. This could be good for a tavern or something, but considering the game's progression, we might want to choose something a little smaller. Can we raise this? This would be a good starter gathering hut too, but how do I raise the foundation? I don't think we can. You know, it'd be nice too. Is there a way to load? Can we load a building? Let me check here. I wanted to make a gather hut. See, I'd like to take the regular buildings in the game and actually add on to those. All right, well, let's try a hunting hut instead. No, we never build that. Gathering hut's going to be like one of the first things we build, even before houses. Not before, but that's like the market platform. Alright, let's go with something small. Yeah, I don't know why I can't move foundations. That'd be nice, because clearly you can see it goes, you know, under the ground. So I don't know why I can't lift that up like just a little bit. But it might be so that way if there's uneven ground, yeah. Like, this world is completely flat, but if this were on like a incline of like 10 degrees or something, it would at least make the building kind of flat on one side and low on the other. Makes sense. Well, let's start with a door. Man, this is almost like playing The Sims a bit too. I think we'll go with this third one, this little bit more rustic looking one. My building looks just way too small. Honestly, it doesn't have to be too large, I think, though. How does this work? So we can reduce the scale a little bit. That scales the wood. Yeah, we're building like a shoebox right now. I wonder if there's... it looks like to make windows in this, we don't plop them into an existing wall. We actually have to build the wall around where we want a window and then fill it with decoration that makes it look like a window. Maybe I should put the corner beams down. Let's do something that looks like that material too. That looks pretty close. Yep, those are close in size. Is there a way to shrink the door down a little bit? Okay, that's cool. Oh, looks like we can scale the building when we're done. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, we could click everything as a group and then do that. I think smaller like this is going to be a little more challenging to build with, but we'll give it a try. But yeah, here's some of the window options. Oh, wow, we can even put an arch. Imagine building like a bakery, but with an archery in the back. Oh, you can make a pub and then have axe throwing in the back. That'd be kind of cool, like as a fun thing. You know, everybody comes on over for a little beer, but then you could do a little axe throwing competition. Nothing wrong with that, brother. Amen. Let's work this on the outside. Ooh. Chat, looking nice. You know, you can see a little gap there, but that kind of looks a little natural. But I feel like we should put a window there. So maybe shrink this one down a little bit. Actually, instead of scaling this, we can just move it down because it's into the foundation. Height's going to be a problem here, too. We also need an undo function, so if we make a mistake... So then let's rotation snap. The nice thing about snap rotation, we can easily do a 90 degree, just like that. Dude, I'm a game dev, chat. Look at this. I'm making the game of the year. Hello, Jeff Keegley. Oh, you want to hand me the game award right now? And the game award to Game of All Games goes to me editing the small tavern. I mean, yeah, it's a Wendy's drive-thru. Yeah, we're making Wendy's drive-thru. Yep. Some rotation on scale. This makes it a lot easier for me to copy to the top. Hell yeah, brother. It's glitching. All right, so if two materials go through each other, the game doesn't know how to layer that. So, the workaround for that will be this. Hey, at least I'm being optimistic. Chat's making fun of me, but hey. You know, honestly, this is another thing that a lot of us wish we could do in a like a first or third person survival game too, is, you know, something you can do a little bit more freely now in a game like Sons of the Forest 2 is you could just throw down logs that are like, I don't know, let's say it's a meter long or whatever. So if you want to make a 5x5, you throw down, you know, 5 logs one way, 5 logs the other, and then you start building your floor and stuff. And Sons of the Forest does a really good job of, like, literally, you know, you look at the ground and cut the log into pieces like that, and then you make your, well, I mean, you could start by building like the frame for the foundation, and then you start putting that floor down. But this is something I wish I could do in a survival game too, is build the house on paper like this, and then, you know, actually go cut down the materials and build it IRL. Well, you know, in game. Dude. Cool. I guess I could have snapped that group together here. But whatever. The more inefficiently I do it, the more I think I'll learn about doing it the hard way. Then when I learn the shortcuts will make things, I'll know both ways, the shortcut way and the hard way. Because I feel like some things might not have a system for it in the game. This looks great. What the hell? It actually looks decent. At least this particular wall right here. Nice. But now that this is a thing in this game, I hope more, you know, survival city builders and survival games in general have like some sort of a easy to learn construction system like this. In fact, this is one of the things that made Metal War Assault Squad 2 and also Gates of Hell so fun, is that the modding community was able to learn the editing system so easily and quickly that then they were able to do much more complex things. And it made for some really cool, like, potential for large-scale battles and, you know, missions that were never featured in the base game. Eh. Oh, did YouTube ask me if I'm still listening? No, dude, I'm not listening. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be a gathering hut. So I'm thinking about this as like a storage area where they would put things to, you know, maybe dry. Or at least to keep them dry. And air. Access to air. Yeah, it's a smokehouse. We're building a, yeah. No, we should build a Texas Road house and have those, what's the butter, chat? Cinnamon butter? I wonder how complicated this building is going to be to build. I should really group things together now. But wait a minute, that doesn't look right. That also doesn't look right. Yo, Silver Freaks with the 18 months. What's up, man? Thank you very much for 18 months of membership. How am I? Jag men bra. Hemma du? Tack så mycket, min kompis. Är du bra? Is this for the gulag? No, dude, it's for the goulash. The galoshes. Yeah, it does look a little bit like a Wild West jailhouse, doesn't it? Alright, you're not wrong. Chat's not wrong. I think the hardest thing here is going to be building the roof, because, like, typically roofs in this game are like a, what is it, 26-degree angle, 45 in Valheim for the roofs. Now let's try to group.
Member, welcome.
Let's try to group this together and see what happens. That's group 5049. Not bad. I think a house is way more challenging. House is going to be tough. Especially if it's of the rising sun. Oh yeah, Common Hood allows you to do that too? Yeah. And then that... Well, that's kind of cool in that game, because that's the whole game mechanic, is that you actually... Like, you could build a chair, and then you could save it as a blueprint, and then have the game... Or like the... what is it? The robots or whatever in the game redo it. Like they can 3D print it themselves. Alright, hold on. Yeah, exactly. We can build our own game, like, designs now in the game. Is this 3D software? This is actually in the game. So this is a interesting ability to edit within the game. Games like City Skylines have this in there too, where there are systems within that game. If you have City Skylines, for example, you have the ability to make your own, as they call it, assets, which allows you to take like in-game stuff and like make your own car garage or rail station. Gonna have to fix these little fences a little bit, but I think we'll just stretch them out a little bit. Kind of a generic building, honestly, but I think we're gonna not do that anymore. And we're going to make this a actual thing like that. Looks like a watchtower. I feel like we can make a watchtower, yeah. They allow you to make a pub or a tavern. You can make a brewery. And so you can do custom designs for all this stuff. So for people who really want to customize, like this is a good city builder to start with, but I mean, it goes beyond that. My goal today is going to be to try to build 1 or 2 buildings or get some from the workshop and then see if we can build them into our own city. So it'll be like a city that nobody else can build. For example, this asset is mine, and I haven't yet put it up on the Steam store page. And to some people, including me, this would be incredibly boring. Like, I wouldn't want to watch somebody doing this, and I really don't usually like doing this myself. However, now that I can integrate this directly into... It's more of a game mechanic than it is kind of like a side thing. I don't know. There's just something I like about this that I haven't wanted to try before. But it does come down to the editing software, too, or the system in which you can edit. Sometimes, if there's... I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like... To play a game, I don't feel like going to watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how to play the game. I want the game to teach me either through my success or my failure or a tutorial. And even though we did watch a 9-minute video, that's about as far as... like 10 minutes of watching a tutorial and then an hour of playing. That's how I want to learn. Now that's kind of nice. I want to put something else here rather than a generic wall. Oh, we're also supposed to scale these up a little bit, maybe? We'll figure that out last. Yeah, I mean, you know, to watch videos to learn more if you want to is good, but like basics, I feel like for most things I can figure it out just by brute force or just experimentation, which is what you want to do in a game. Like every time you play a city builder, especially, it's a simulation or an experimentation of different things. But yeah, to become better, you should definitely watch stuff. There we go. Cool. So there's a bunch of things that they could gather. So there's like blueberries and lingonberries and raspberries. So this would be cool to show a bunch of baskets out front. Cool. So a couple problems now, like how do I fill, like how should I fill this in, this, and then how do I make a roof that doesn't suck? Also, I should try to make a way where I can display these fruits from the side somehow. To have some sort of way where we could see inside the building and see them sitting there would be kind of cool. So maybe we could put like a lower level wall here. Or to build some sort of a shelving unit that the player could look in and see. Unfortunately, it wouldn't show exactly how much food was in there. It would just be a static item. It wouldn't actually properly reflect, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, mead too. Oh man, making a tavern that you could look in and see the tables and like the tables set would be really cool. All right, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shorten the scale of this a little bit. Move the location back. Duplicate it by 2. Lower it down a little bit. And create some sort of thing where they would like maybe load it in from the side or something. Like maybe the people could walk in here, but if the gatherers were coming back, maybe they could drop their baskets here for somebody else to like pull into the building and then store that way. Hmm. Yeah. You know, I would love to see Uthris build a building in this game because it would be like building a monument in terms of like, according to the game's rules, we would have to supply it with 2 forests, like both the Black Forest and like a U.S. national forest worth of wood. And by the way, it's just we're building a bench. See, now I want to do things like adding trim and stuff too. Damn it. Bum, 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 bum. Chat's right. OCD alert. Well, whatever. I'm thinking about putting like another one here. Or maybe at a halfway point. If I make it equal to the size of the... Maybe about there. Oh, actually, that'd be kind of cool. All right, cool. Man, I'd love to be able to do this to design our own ships too. Like to design how many, I don't know, seats it would have or where precisely the sails would be made. And, you know, that would probably take away from some of the realism of how the boat could be made accurately to be realistic. But on the other hand, it's like, I don't know. If you're allowed to build your own stuff, who cares? You could make a battleship if you wanted to. Which would be kind of cool. I like that idea. See, Toby's got the right idea. He's already putting the blueberry bushes in the chat. Because pretty soon, we're building a gathering hut so that way we can go gather all the berries for chat, yeah. We will be gathering. Although in this game, I don't know if we could do... I don't think we could do ciders or mead. I think it's just beer at the moment. I think in this game you gather... was it barley to make beer? But I haven't seen ciders or anything yet. or like, you know, like any other beer type or alcohol type. Which is fine, I guess. Yeah, I mean berries. That's right, chat. Berries. You know, also another thing about this is that if you have something off a little bit, it actually kind of does look a little bit more realistic, because if you do that, if it's off a little bit, it looks almost like the wood's just kind of a not perfectly symmetrical or the same size as the other piece. Some things kind of just look like they're put there to just try to work. And I feel like that's a lot of older design where it's like if you're gathering sticks, you know, like these windows, yeah, they're probably not going to look all the same. You probably want them to look a little different. Whoa, whoa. Not that one, Chief. Not that one. Hold on. That's not good. On group. Dude, in a matter of like 10 minutes, I've learned this system pretty damn good. Or what feels like 10 minutes. It's probably been an hour. Oh, wow. Yeah. I kind of am okay with that hanging out on the outside, but not that one. Yeah, weirdly looks like a prison. Chat's right. My God. Oops. Not sure what to put here now. Oh, we have options for like a large stump. That kind of looks weird. Nah. Seems like you could use that as a chair, though. Or a chopping block for wood. Oh, here we go. See, I feel like we could throw these in for decoration and make things look a lot different. Oh, we could put doors down too? Pa glad. Although that seems a little off. A door like that might be alright. But too much ventilation. That's a huge door. Is that a gate? Not happy with that wall either. Now you want some cider? Yeah, we should build a tavern too. I'll have to find a way to design a tavern. It would be nice in this game if the tavern could be used through or made to use materials gathered through the gathering hut. A lot of these doors just don't feel right. So many of them look like they're just not put together very well. I mean, in terms of like their quality, which I guess is accurate to the house building that is occurring. At the start, especially. Like, this door looks really nice. I guess. Yeah, it's adorable. Well, I don't think we'll have to do any of the lighting stuff in this room because it's probably not one that's going to need to be lit at nighttime. A house, a tavern. Let's, oh wait, functional. What do we got here? These are decorations. I think barrels make sense at the tavern or the brewery. It's going to be hilarious. I think this building is like, the scale of this is either way too big or way too small. And I'm not sure what to make of that. It's going to be a fiasco. This is where we'd send the worst villager for punishment? Oh, come on now. Yeah. You know what I could actually do here is make this look like a shelf. This could actually work. I could put it here. We'll increase the scale a little bit. Maybe a little more. Yeah, shrink it just a little bit more. And now we have a damn shelf. Look at that. Wow, big brain. So then we could group this together, right? Mm-hmm. Wow. It's a shame that you can only see now here's the problem is that if I wanted to save time in other builds, let's say I really like this shelving system and I think it's the most amazing thing ever, which it is, chat. If we build this shelf and I want to put this in like the I don't know, let's say we could build a market if the game allowed us to build a market and I wanted to use these for display, I don't think there's a way to save a blueprint. We could save a building, but I don't think we could save this as a blueprint. And so thus we can't like take it with us to other areas. Which is a shame. But it's all good. Yeah, I want there to be a way to be able to see. Looks like a sauna. You guys think everything I make looks like a sauna. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing now, but I feel like if I tinker with this for quite a few hours, then we would have some sort of a pretty solid design onto this. But this is the type of game where you have to play it quite a bit to, or at least the type of mode where you got to play this a bit to understand first the system and then what its capabilities are. What sign? Oh, we can paint stuff. Cool. Yep, I figured that table would be pretty big. Or would need to be. Not sure what we... Well, let's take a look at the roof options. Oh, okay. This could be the one here. Needs more fire for a sauna. Well, you know, honestly, that's an option then, because with the little smoke option we can do, we could have smoke coming out of the top and kind of look like that. This looks pretty damn good. Yeah, if we fiddle with this a bit, I think we got it. Yeah, it's a little too big though. Darn. It has a really big arch, but not really tall. So many good and beautiful arches out there. Just the perfect arch. Everything about it just amazing. The Romans are jealous. The Colosseum crumbles. This one looks better. Is this the same one? Or was it this one? Oh, this is the different one. Nope, don't like either of those. Okay, maybe this will be better? And I could rotate 90 degrees. Another 3 hours of me picking a paint scheme. Well, luckily, I don't think there's any painting in this game. We can put like decals on the side of the building, but yeah, there's no painting in this game. That's weird, man. To be fair, I did build an awkwardly shaped building. Oh, maybe I'm just gonna have to build my own. That's very similar to what I did in 3D animations during college, only I made models of myself before building things. Characters, though, not structures. I feel like, man, characters would be fun. I probably couldn't do that, though. You know, the nice thing about structures is that you can kind of cheat, because in a lot of games, there's not an interior to them. Like in City Skylines, you can never really see into any of the buildings from those games. Not unless it's the train. Some buildings there's an exception, like the giant train, station with the arching windows and stuff like that, and you can see down into the train line. That's different. How the hell is this gonna look? Is this gonna look good or bad? Or ugly? Feeling. Okay, actually, it looks like we have the options for the shingles and stuff here. But do we like that? Is there thatch? Some of these options are too nice. I guess we have to go with this wooden shingling. Okay. I wanted a thatch option here, which would kind of hide some of the problems. Oof. Yeah, this is on Lego Expert Hard, yeah. I mean, not too bad for a person who doesn't really have the patience for this or hasn't really done it much. I mean, this is what I can see for potential for people who really like this and want to do this is like huge. And it's always good to get city builders getting new features that you normally haven't seen before. Like, I haven't seen a survival city builder do this. And I really wish we could get one in a first or third person survival city builder where we could build this. Like, Valheim almost allows us to do this. Oh no. That's not going to be equal to the middle of the roof there. I gotta say though, one of the games that I've played recently that did like the perfect roof was when we played through. Well, that looks a little weird. But anyway, when we played through Stranded Alien Dawn, that game does roofs really well. I think it's difficult, very difficult for games that you build buildings in, where it's got that the Sims or the RimWorld style. Not RimWorld, but like Going Medieval and stuff, to have nice looking roofs. I think it's really hard to do that. And that's why I made this roof thick. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do what I can and be done with the roof and then try to fix that lower section. It's not going to be perfect, and we're definitely going to have some flaws and missing parts, but I just want to see how it works. Wait a minute. That underside looks different than the... Oh, that's upside down. Or is it the same? Yeah. I have to do it that way. Yeah, I can see this getting popular. I'd love to see more. I mean, oftentimes we play other games where we do get to build our own tavern or our own hotel or our own this and that. We don't really get to do the exterior of the structure. At least this lets us design a floor plan, which is nice. Or at least a building footprint. That looks weird, but I think we can put a beam through that. If we put a beam through the top of it, it'll cover that up. And it'll look good. Yeah, I wanted the thatched roof option. Yeah. Theft root. Oh, yeah. Well, I think this game has that. Well, I know that the initial Gatherer Hut does, but I don't know if any of the houses do. Maybe this just isn't part of the editor. But I think what I can do now is throw a decoration through the middle. Or we just call it good. Again, this is bare bones, super basic, but I mean it looks nice, and it's not done. I'm gonna throw a beam through the top here. It's almost like molding with clay more than it is house building at the moment. Ooh. Alright, that fixes some things. Oh god, there's stuff drawn on it. Oh. Did the damn neighborhood kids get to the beams while they were being shipped to the inventory? Damn teenagers. It's decent. It's not bad. I wonder if I could make the basket seem stacked. Cool. The baskets look like they're stacked. I know. I entertain easily. Rare. Yeah, what's up, Swap Neil? How you doing? Good to see you. Hello to you. Alright, Chad, how do we fix these areas? We need these to look good. Maybe we just put in some beams? Alternatively, we could just do this. And that seems fine. What I'd like to do here is maybe make some sort of a... And we're going to run out of time for that because I actually want to like import this into the game and play it. But I'd like to put some sort of a maybe hatch here, something that looks like a roof. And so while people are outside putting stuff here, there would be like a little... You know, there'd be like a stick holding up like a little... window or something like that, or a little flap that then could be, you know, taken away and then put down, and then all the berries and stuff could be stored in there. But I think what we could do is also save our design and then come back and edit it later. Certainly not bad, but nowhere near perfect. But I definitely think this is the type of update where the first few times that you play this, it'll take forever to get anything done. But then you'll develop your own style, and then with that, things become easier each time you do it because you'll have the basics down in the back of your mind. I don't think anybody's going to see that really. Well, it's fine. It's decent. So just imagine it with like the, you know, things more, you know, touched up. Like this wall here. I mean, we could modify things for an hour more, but you get it. Yeah, not bad for 2 hours of work. All right, let's go with this. So this is our like new granary. Maybe I'll put something out front too, just to maybe make it look nicer. Could we put a light source out here? Oh, be cool if we could put a lantern or something out here. Is there a way to do that? And we can paint. And it looks like we could put wear and tear on the building too to make the... If we make stone, make it look different. Can I just get one lantern or something? I guess we can get a pillar here with fire in it. Does that actually work? Big light. Oh, I see. So that'll create light, and then we just need the fire animation. So the light source will make light, the fire will make the animation to make it look like that's what's there. Okay, cool. So some sort of a light out front. Hopefully it doesn't look too goofy, but that's fine. All right, cool. So Fisher-Price, my first attempted granary is good to go. So now how do we save this? Oh, wait, we need to... what now? Meshes are outside the border. Oh, the light. So do you have to design your structures first? No, this is a new supplemental addition to the game that allows you to build stuff if you want to. The game now allows you to build like a hunting lodge, a granary, a tavern, a brewery, and design it yourself. Now, those structures already exist in the game, and you can play it like a city builder, like Banished or whatnot. But this new mode allows you to make the buildings yourself. So it's kind of like in City Skylines when you can make your own... You know, you can like design your own fire department or police department or whatever. Let's group those together. Scoot that in here. Cool. So this shows the order in which the builders will build stuff. And I don't want to mess with this too much, so the construction might look a little goofy. But basically, it's so that way you can realistically put the frame together to where once the foundation's down, you would start with the, you know, you'd start with the four corners or the corners of the building and then start building the beams and then the roof and then the walls. It looks good, I think. All right, let's go with that. This is good for now. Now, if I put in maybe an extra hour of work, I think it would go from passable to, like, my quality. But I'd love to see what other people can do. All right, so now let's do this. Let's build the building in our own game. So what do we call this? I want to call it something else. Small gathering hut is a gather hut. Workshop visibility. Yay, okay. Cool, so now I built a gather's hut. So I hope now I can re-download this and edit this later. But I think I can. Yeah, you can just edit. So perfect. So if you want to put more time into it, or if somebody gives some feedback and says, hey, this thing isn't working right, or, oh, I noticed the lighting is wrong, or something like that, then you can go back and edit it, which is really cool. So now that we've got this ourselves, let's go back and let's do it ourselves. Okay, so now we can make our own Viking clan. That's got its very own gathering hut. That's custom. Very nice. Let's go. Or maybe we could try to load a game that has it already. Nah, they're all incompatible. We gotta make a new save. I'm going to disable disasters. I still have flashbacks to the time where it just was like Lightning, lightning, earthquake, lightning, lightning, earthquake, earthquake, lightning. Like lightning was shooting out of the ground, lightning was shooting out of the sky, sideways lightning, and then the lightning was earthquaking itself. My God. All right. So let's see if we can build our own building. Hey, there you go. Our custom gatherer's hut. Cool. Dude. Now, how does it calculate the materials that it'll take? Is our gathering hut more effective? Oh, nice. Okay. So no matter how big or complex you make your building, it still costs the same as it normally would. So if you make a massive, elaborate tavern, it still is going to cost the same materials as the base one in the game. And then if you try to just build a little stick and be like, tee-hee, this is my tavern, I'm going to save so much construction materials with this little blueprint that's going to save me. No, it costs the same. Clever. Very clever. Okay. Well, I like that. That's cool. So that means that, yeah, if you build a massive house and you call it a poor house, it's still going to cost the same materials. That's nice. All right, well, let's start with that. So if we go to food, gatherer's hut. Let's have them gather over here. Yeah, that's nice. So those beams are already there because that's how they're going to build the foundation. Once that's done, they bring over other materials. That's cool. All right, let's get somebody working at the carpenter. They have to be somebody who's strong. And let's tell our people to start cutting down some trees. When's it release? Now, I guess. The update is out now. The game is out now. As for it coming out of what I assume is early access, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we gotta turn the building on too. Always forget that one. Oh, there's Chat hiding next to the old gatherer hut right there in the old blueberry bush. I knew you'd be in there, Chat. I knew it. Bum. Oh yeah, it says up in the upper right corner it's early access there. Yeah, alright, let's assign some people. Oh, and then we could have also built our own homes, which is cool. So you can kind of see what their design was, how they designed things in the game. Oh, see, they do have thatch roofs. What? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we got to designate some rocks too, I suppose. Very nice. All right, let's speed up time and see what they build. Carpenter 1. Oh, there we go. First, the materials being delivered. The sound of them breaking rocks like that is hilarious. Hey, what's up, Tiffany? Yeah, I'm looking forward to unique designs too. I hope we get to build our own piers and our own dry docks so we can build our own ships eventually. To build everything yourself would be kind of cool. And it would be nice to be able to do it in the game, like to be able to be building here and then to hit a button and then load into the creator system, but it's fine. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So the recipe for this is 3 logs and 10 stone. So we got none of that. No stone. Come on, I want to see my building built. Where's my building? Nice game? Yeah, it's a pretty good game. Bum, 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 bum. Where did I put my building now? Where's my building? Oh, that's it there. Okay. Found my building. We're good. I better not lose sight of it again. You want to go camping in June? That's going to be nice. Great outdoors, fresh air, all that smell of trees in the wilderness. Always quite nice. Bum, 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 bum. The foundation is down. Oh, that's weird. It kind of looks buried in one corner. Yeah, finding bear prints out in front of the tent. Yeah. True. Okay, we should have enough material now. Oh, here they come. Are the builders gonna build now? Oh, this is like phase 2 now. Well, again, luckily we have the materials. Let's speed things up. I wanna see everything get delivered and then this thing get built. So this is the exact building that we constructed previously in the building editor. And the fact that we can build more than just houses, which I expected only to be homes, it's pretty damn cool. Hunter shacks, taverns. Oh, almost. There we go. Alright, construction begins. Let's see how it goes. So they put the 4 beams into the corners. This is interesting. Now, interestingly enough, even though the materials cost the same, one thing to consider here is that it might take a little bit longer to build a building based on how many parts and pieces you use. So, if I use a little bit more scaling here, this building might take less time to build because each time that 2 people here are going to, you know, go put up a piece and hammer it into position, that's literally from me mouse clicking that I wanted to have 2 beams rather than like 1 long beam. As you can see, she's building it above. Pretty cool though to see them work. Pretty smart though. Looks like they're starting with the frames first and then going for the walls. So they're doing all the beams and the timbers. Wow. So never mind, it didn't take the whole time. Although, looks a little muddy here. It didn't look that bad, I thought, when we saved it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it was just like low poly for a little bit. Okay. Dude. Alright, so yeah, it didn't need the table, but you can see the baskets here. But if I would have built this on a slope, these would have been on a table, which is kind of smart. And there's the baskets. Wow, dude, I can't believe that. I did a thing, damn it. I sure did. Look at that. Now what does that mean? Oh, okay. Just a description about the building. Look at that, man. And the cool thing is, too, is that we can put a light out in front of all the buildings. Now, I think that actually could count as free light. Because one of the things that they always want in this game is more light to be happy. Or it'll make them sad if they don't have, like, enough light. Kind of a way around it, I guess. Look at this. Not bad. The roof is meh. But not bad. But it could be way better. Yeah, it looks like we can look into the building, too. I wonder how the devs kind of hide those things. Of course you can't. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. So they just leave no possible way to see inside the buildings in the game. They just block out everything that's going on in the building with light. In this case, we made it so that way you can see inside the building. I like my way more. It'd be cool if you could actually see things on shelves. But them not modeling the interior of all the buildings also saves on, like, the what do you call it, the CPU pole of, like, having to model the interior of every building. Yeah, I tried to make the foundation not be on the ground, but it wouldn't really let me, like, modify how high even on the level terrain in which we built on, pretty much, the game doesn't let me do that. Like, it doesn't let me build the foundation a little higher. But this building you can. Like, the carpenter's actually kind of starting above ground. Quite a bit. Pretty graphically intense. Not really, but I could imagine some people's PCs struggling if... I mean, first of all, we get a pretty... The maps are pretty decent size, but they're way bigger because of all the mountains and stuff in the background. So there's, like, a lot of stuff to look at, including water. So you got water and mountains and pretty nice build space. But the problem would be all these different buildings that have to come together. Nice. Alright, well, let's continue to build. So we got a gathering hut now. That's cool. And I think the people also want their houses connected to a road. Yeah, I don't like how it rotates a building after you place it, even if you hold shift. A grave with silver was found. Oh. Of course, we need to build a road to every door. Thanks, John. What's up, Part? How you doing? Okay, we'll need more money soon. We'll make money from, I guess, the marketplace soon. PC specs are down below in the description. Otherwise, exclamation point PC. All right, we need a market. Cool. All right, we got lots to build, so let's let them do their thing. Wow, they cut down all the trees already? Well, most of them. Boom, boom. Yeah, stay Wendy's Frosty Marines. Bum, bum. Alright, so now we'll wait a little bit for those houses to be done. So yeah, we can build the houses too. That's cool. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Standing by. You used to watch the firefighting videos back in Farming Sim? Oh, that was a long time ago. Still playing Farming Sim though. Still playing firefighter games, but not so much in the firefighting mods for Farming Sim. I think Farming Sim's good, but there's also some pretty good firefighting games out there. In fact, I saw that what is it? Firefighter the Squad, I think, is now got like you can buy it in a box at the store. Or maybe it was Into the Flames. Takes a lot of money, man, to make those retail copies and sell them in a store. So one of those firefighting games is doing good enough to where they're actually selling it at a store rather than online. Pretty cool. Maybe that means a future console copy, maybe? Not sure. Yeah, the nature in this game is pretty damn gorgeous. The trees in this game, though, man, you cut them down real quick. You can cut down a forest in like less than a year. I know physical copies, yes, it could be. Like actual go to the, like get into the car, drive to the store, get distracted on the way, end up in a Wendy's drive-thru, end up at home, and then be like, oh yeah, that's right, I was supposed to go out and buy a game. Oh well, at least I have Wendy's. That kind of thing. Bum, bum. You want to see the Goof Troop putting out fires again? That was pretty fun. I don't know. I know that Dirty and Lumberjack want to play Farming Sim and stuff too. Actually, you guys told me that. You know, I'm gonna put a note of this. Hold on. I'm tabbing out, and we're doing some official business while we wait for construction. Someone told me on the 18th that they're adding new stuff finally to Construction Sim, although it's just more equipment, like JCB stuff, which is like, no, I don't want more equipment. I just want more. I'll just put it here. I don't want more equipment for that game. I just want more things to do. Like, I want more missions for Construction Sim, but for Farming Sim, I want more equipment. It's always cool when you get to build your own stuff. Speaking of which, the mode that we just did where we edited our own building in this game, imagine doing that in Construction Sim, where you get to lay out your own barn, and then you have to go to the store or wherever, maybe the lumber mill or whatnot, to then pick up all the pieces and all the parts that are needed to build your own barn. You'd have to go pick up tons of nails, and you know, you'd have to pick up a bunch of like steel and paint and other things like that just to build it. It would be just cool to like design your own. And I know there's mods and whatnot, but again, giving the players, a lot of people are really talented with mods and stuff, but they just like they don't want to go out to another, you know, like a third-party asset or something, or put something on the store. They just want to make it themselves, which is why the editor is really cool in Farming Sim now. You know, the terrain editor that you can paint the ground, and you actually have your own way of doing stuff. All right, I think we need more homes. Since you're playing Vikings Norse, are you looking forward to Age of Mythology Retold? Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Is there North? I thought it was only Greek and Roman stuff in that game. In Age of Mythology. Do they have Norse stuff too? Oh, they had Greek, Egyptian, and Norse. Oh, really? I don't remember anything about those games. All I remember maybe was playing the camp. I think I borrowed the original game from a friend for like a weekend, and I just remember like something with Zeus, and that was about it. And then I was like, oh, this just makes me want to play. This just makes me want to go back and play Age of Empires. Oh, they eventually added Atlian and Chinese mythology. Oh, dude, I would love that if they brought in like India and Chinese and like different gods and stuff of all over the world. That'd be cool. I thought Age of Empires 4 was really cool. I appreciated the campaign for that a lot. A lot. So I hope that it ends up something like that. Okay, we're going to build some more homes. What's the problem here? Oh, it's just a tip. Well, they're getting food from our gathering hut, though. That worked out real nice. I wonder if overlap hurts. Alright, I'll build another gathering station there. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, 2 more houses going up. We gotta get that population up too. Hey, what's up, Flippers? Good to see you here too. You know what I really like about the different culture or cultural things that we get in games is that we also get different architecture for, you know, like that was cool about Age of Empires 4 and or other Age of Empires games and whatnot, is that they would always differ a little bit. Like the maybe you'd build a building and it'd give you like plus 10 population or something like that, but all the buildings look so different. And then you would get to the point where you'd start building like massive ships, and they would all have their little slight advantages and disadvantages. Like, oh, this one holds more troops, but it's a lot slower. But this ship is like a very good ramming ship, and it's only specific to this nation, that kind of thing. I like when they do that. A little uniformity, but a little variety. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Oh, I think the transition in this game between day and night represents a season passing. So now we're into summer. So when it becomes nighttime again, then we'll be entering the autumn. Another good thing to consider. Bum, 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 bum. You want me to do a series on ancient cities? I want to as well. I don't know, it's still clunky for me on my machine, but I think in the next year I'll be upgrading my PC, and so I'll be looking into getting some cool stuff this year, PC and otherwise. God. Oh boy. Crazy. It's crazy plans, chat. Evil plans, possibly. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we're on speed 2 already, so I think our next order of business is to get the... Well, to keep growing the population a bit, but isn't there a building to make... I guess we'll just have planks made faster and then get more people that have to go further to get more logs. Oh, right, we need to build that building for winter. That's what I was thinking of. There's a building for winter that's called the woodshed, yep. Cool thing about the woodshed in this game is that it's not a production building, kind of. Like, if somebody needs firewood for their house, they go to this building and cut their own firewood. It's not like somebody cuts it full time for the whole town. There we go. I wish we could attach a road to a building before we build it, though. Like, I always come back to it afterwards. Oh, we're kind of low on food, too. We're building another gathering hut, though, so... Oh, or is it done? No. Well, alright, we'll have 2 gathering huts, and then maybe we should work on a fishing dock. Although a fishing dock usually is not good until after we finish the boatyard. But we can still get at least one person doing food. This game reminds you of Banished? Yeah, some of the house quality works that way too, where the smaller homes, some of the earlier homes are less fuel efficient. And as we upgrade, they become better. Bum, 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 bum. We need more food. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so now we're going into... Well, wait, it's a new day, but it's... Okay. It must be like 2 days per season or something. Bum, bum. Well, we do have 173 coin. All right, food's going back up again. The problem is we're going to have to wait till winter to see if we'll have enough food. But I don't know what else we can do this early into the game for food. Farming, it's usually best to start the next year. Well, we got our fishing dock going. Cool. Alright, so let's see. Got 6 buildings? No, 7. 7 homes. I think some people actually live here at the Longhouse too. Until they get their own homes. They won't start their own families until they get their own homes. So best to build them early. Newcomers, come on in. All right, more houses, please. Cool. Alright, 5 more homes. Gonna be a lot of materials, but it's a good start. And that little cutting station, too. Hopefully that's enough material for him. Bum, bum, bum. Home is where the hearth is, exactly. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Did they build our second? Oh, they did. We got another gathering hut up. Excellent. So remember, this is the custom building that we built. This is our... In the editor earlier, we built our own granary, which is now on the Steam store page. So, yeah, I give it like a B. But there's way more I could do to make this look nice. And I think a granary building like this... Actually, this kind of reminds me of the ones that you get in Medieval Dynasty. But I think the granary building like this should be pretty basic and shouldn't be anything too grand. Especially if it has to be placed out in the woods. If it were like a granary building that... well, actually, that's a gatherer's hut. But if there was a storage building for food, like a granary, then I think that could be more grand, to where you build it out of stone and have it a lot larger. Otherwise, these are just kind of technically just stored here for just a little bit until the market comes and grabs it. It's like they throw it on a shelf, and pretty much the same day the marketplace comes over and picks it up. So there's not much to that. But I'd like to make a much larger, like a hunting cabin now. And a home too, but the homes, I feel like I would design them a little differently. Kind of cool how they put the, yeah, you can see the black square that they put in there. So this square is to kind of make it look like, yeah, and then the light comes on. But I don't know, it looks like you can still see inside the house. I don't know why they didn't make it so you could look through the window and actually see like tables and chairs there. The nightlight thing is cool, especially when you're like looking like this. But I feel like you should just see it up here maybe. Or something. I don't know. I just like to be able to look through the window and see like table and chairs and like a bed and whatever. Little fireplace. Actually, it'd be really cool if you could see the fireplace where the fireplace is supposed to go. Little details like that would be cool. But I think they went with that whole lighting system to kind of cut down on that for the buildings. But which is interesting because here at the woodcutter you can see pretty much the whole building. Like you can see the entire work area. And same with the marketplace. And it's pretty same with the fishing dock too. You can see them fishing and stuff. Yeah, we named the village like Raptoria. Just standard as always. Good old Raptoria. Good times indeed. Bottom. Yeah, I think that's really cool though. So we could build a tavern, a brewery. I want to build my own windmill. That'd be cool. I want to build my own bakery and windmill combo. And it'd be really neat if we could make buildings that were like a complex where they're not connected, but they're two different buildings that are required. Like, for example, the mill. In this game, the mill and the bakery are one building. So if you build a wheat field, then the wheat is brought to that building, and then it's turned from flour into bread, pretty much like... The mill technically just makes bread. I don't think this game has flour. It just goes straight from grain to flour. To bread, there's no flour. But we can also make... And I saw people build archer towers and stuff, so it makes me think that maybe we could do defenses. But, yeah, I saw brewery, tavern, houses, granary, gathering hut, hunter's hut, and then maybe something else. Maybe like a warehouse. The game does have a warehouse, which is cool. So let's save that for now. And I want to see what it says. Can I go back to the main menu? Ah, good. Perfect. All right, so the building editor, I just wanted to check again. Yeah, exclamation point Instagram. Everybody follow me right now on Instagram. Link is down below. My Instagram is new. I just made it 8 years ago or something. Yeah, new. Brand new. Totally follow me right now. What is this? Oh, we can make a decoration type too. Light, storage, luxury, defense, field, or road. So we make our own decorations, our own houses, gathering and hunting huts, tavern. Oh, we can also make a tailor, a herbalist hut, and a brewery. And I'm sure they're going to add more in the future. And then there's my small gathering hut, which is cool. I like how they did that, though, with how it takes the same recipe. Like the recipe, whether or not you're building the base one in the game, or if you're building a gargantuan, like, beautiful, super detailed Taj Mahal level quality one, it's the same materials. So it just comes down to, like, more aesthetics than it does, like... Well, on the other hand, it did seem to... There is a little bit of strategy to it where each piece, it looked like, of the frame is what they built, and then the construction's complete after the frame is done. So if you make a very complex structure that has a lot of vertical beams in the corners, that seems to take a little longer. But it's not too much longer. Maybe it's like if the beam is smaller, that the worker doesn't have to work as hard on it. Or something like that. All right, chat, that's going to be all for Land of the Vikings for today. A little quicker stream than usual, but I just wanted to take a look primarily at the building editor and not necessarily build a whole city out of that. But we got to place it and see how it worked, and that looked pretty damn cool. So, all right, if you haven't already smashed the like button, one's in the chat if you smash the like button, one's in the chat if you're a subscriber, one's in the chat if we should do a giveaway today on the Discord. I've been meaning to do that, and I want to do maybe a double giveaway today. One's in the chat if you're ready for our next stream, which I don't know what it's going to be either. So make sure you subscribe right now. And one's in the chat, again, if you've liked. One's in the chat if you're a subscriber. One's in the chat if you got the notification bell turned on. And we'll do something very soon. I think it was going to be our... I don't know. I'm moving some things around because some things got... we got early access to some big updates, DLCs, and new releases. So we'll see what that is. But we got a lot of cool things to do. So make sure you check the schedule down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. I think it'll be maybe Thief Simulator's got its new luxury DLC thing. So we'll go try that out. All right, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next stream shortly. We'll continue on with the streams in just a bit. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.